Assalamu alaikum. This is Rajamar on my channel RU Speaks, and as we are discussing the geography of Pakistan, IGCSE and O levels Pakistan Studies Component 2, the environment of Pakistan, and we were discussing the unit number 1, that is the natural topography and drainage systems. So we had talked about in the previous lessons regarding the location of Pakistan and its importance in the form of the lecture that was related to the longitudes and latitudes and overall Pakistan's location, the neighboring countries and the major cities of Pakistan and the provinces, major rivers, mountain ranges, everything. Then we talked about the northern mountains, and after that we discussed the western mountains, and then we talked about the Potwar Plateau and Balochistan Plateau. Then we came to the topic of the Indus Plains, and now we are moving towards the last unit or last topic of this unit, that is the coastal areas of Pakistan, including Indus Delta. So let's start. So here is the map of Pakistan, and it is showing the that in the south of Pakistan we see the Arabian Sea, and Arabian Sea is a great blessing for Pakistan, that Pakistan has such an such a sea and ocean available with us, a sort of source to carry out international trade. And two of the provinces of Pakistan, Balochistan and Sindh provinces, are there on the coastline. So if I, so this is Sindh, Balochistan coast, what we call Makran coast. And the other one, that is this one, right from Karachi to Run of Kutch. This area is known as Run of Kutch, and this is known as Sindh coast. So whole of the length of the coastal area, I mean including these two red and blue lines, the total length of coastal area of Pakistan is 1046 kilometers. So out of this, about 776 kilometers is of Makran coast, and about 270 kilometers is of Sindh coast. So if we add up, we get closer to this figure, 1046 kilometers. And this area is, as I'm telling, that this area is blessing for Pakistan. Pakistan has warm waters over here to carry out international trade, to be connected to the rest of the world for the sake of international trade. So this is really very good one. And I'll go to the Google Earth again to show you whole of the coastal area, and that is really very amazing. And you will be able to find out that what sort of land characteristics are there, and what are the drainage patterns over there, and what sort of land is over there. So here we are. As I told you that I will not be able to annotate, I will not be able to write over here, because this is the imagery and this is the satellite image, and you cannot annotate over there. So but still I will be able to explain. So if I tell you that here is the yellow line, the border between Pakistan and Iran down in south, and this whole region from this yellow line, the coastline of Pakistan starts. And if you see, the first major town that comes is, that is known as Jiwani. And if I zoom it up, you will see here is the Jiwani, Pakistani town over here, and this is the line, the border between Pakistan and Iran. And if we move uh, further eastwards, uh, we see some other towns, Pushkar, and then here comes Gwadar, and then we have another very important town, Pasni, over here. And if we move further, you can see a small island Pakistan owns, that is the Estola over here in the Arabian Sea. And if we move further over here, we see Kalat and Ormada, famous town over here. And further this way, famous one if we talk about, here we have Somyani, and then here comes, and this grey line is the borderline between Sindh province and Balochistan province, right? So it means that from this grey line, this whole one is Makran coast, and from this grey line, this way if we move, this one is the Sindh coast, and it goes downwards here. This whole one is Sindh coast. A big difference in the physical features. You can easily assess that these areas look very dry and rough and rocky. But if we come over here, we see certain swamps and some sort of greenery is over here in this region. We will discuss them. And this whole one is from this gray line. This whole one is Sindh coast, and it is up to this red line. As there is a dispute between Pakistan and India regarding the location of this area, as well as we say that Kashmir is part of Pakistan and we claim it as per the will and wish of the people of Kashmir. In the same way, this area is also a disputed region that is known as Run of Kutch, and that's why this is red line given over here, as the boundary line is not defined, that where this yellow line should go up to which region Pakistan's boundary is and which area belongs to Pakistan and which one is to India. So that's why you can say that again this region is the disputed territory. Okay, now talking about the importance of this area, and if I show you the Gawada region over here, we have Gawada. If I get closer to Gawada, you will be surprised to see that how naturally occurring harbor is over here, and we have this whole Gawada town is here. The, you can say, the population. This is all Gwadar town, the city of Gwadar, people residing over here, and now there are certain settlements increasing over here, and you can see the road network. And here is a main road going this way, and it runs across the coastal areas of Pakistan, right from Gwadar to Karachi, that is known as Makran Coastal Highway. So you can see I have zoomed out, and you can see that this road is going towards Karachi, right from west to east or from east to west, from Karachi to Gwadar. And here we have the Gwadar town and the Gwadar port. So now the, if we talk about the importance of this region, you will be really very much understood that why I am saying that this area is really very important, the coastal areas of Pakistan. The other day I had shown you the, I had shown you the port area, and the ships are being anchored over there, and the loading unloading is being done over here in that region. So it is known as a deep sea port. So keep in mind that what is meant by deep sea port, as you can see that it is right in the deeper part of the sea, and each and every ship can easily reach out the port area over here without any hassle. And we will find out the contrast between the Gwadar port, Port bin Qasim, and the Kimadi Karachi port afterwards, when I will move towards the Sindh coast. So here you can see that the port area is this one. The container terminals are over here, and the certain offices are over here. So and you can see the containers over here. All these are the trade containers, and sheds over here, they are made for the sake of the protection of those containers in this region. So currently we can't see much activity over here, but in near future we will see that Gwadar port will start getting importance, and greater trade would be carried out from this port as well. So here you can see the shipping port of the fishing port of Gwadar. Here the smaller boats can be seen, which are used for the purpose of fishing, and fish is caught from the deeper sea in Arabian Sea, and it is taken back over here. And you can see now we have certain ice factories over here in this region to preserve this fish, and certain fish processing plants are being installed over here. So it means that slowly and gradually we are moving towards the development of this area. So in the same way, slowly we will be moving towards the oil terminals over here. So whenever we import petroleum from the Arab countries, we can unload that petroleum in this region as well. And in the same way, then we will be needing or looking for establishing certain uh, oil refinery over here for the sake of the development of this area, for the sake of the refining that petroleum for Pakistan. But in near future, we'll see these are sorts of developments over here. So deep sea port, Gwadar is considered as deep sea port, as you can see that it is right in the Arabian Sea, and biggest even ships, they can easily anchor over here in this port area. And so this is really very important. And from here the cpec also starts to connect Pakistan with China, so increasing the importance of the coastal area of Pakistan. So this is really very important region for Pakistan. And the other towns I talked about, I mean, here we have Jiwani, as I named earlier. Jiwani, Gawadar, Pasni, Ormada, and Somiani. All these are the very important fishing ports of Pakistan, as fish is being caught over here from the deep sea, Arabian Sea, and it is brought in these towns, and processing and preservation is being done, and it is transported to Karachi for the sake of further processing to make it uh, make it available for the international market for exports, and to earn foreign exchange for Pakistan. So these ports are really very important, but again this area needs to be looked at, and these areas are supposed to be having the development, so that the fishermen over here, they should be given certain loans and certain resources, bigger fish trawlers, gill netters, and sonar systems and trainings, and so that they will be able to catch more and more fish for putting in more role of theirs in the economy of Pakistan. So now if I move towards Karachi and the Sindh coast region, so here you can see, as I told you, that this gray line is the border line between Pakistan and between Sindh and Balochistan region. So this whole of the area is from here. This is the gray line making border between Pakistan and, sorry, between Sindh and Balochistan, and you can see this one is the river hub flows, and it falls into the Arabian Sea. River hub is coming from the Kirthar range. Pub range and Hala range. And here you can see this whole one is Karachi city. Here it is mentioned Karachi, and if I zoom it up, you will see that this whole is Karachi city, and all houses, huge commercial city, huge settlements over here, and you can see that this area is quite thickly populated and right on the coast. Now, talking about the so here we see that the Karachi port or we call Kimari port. So this is the bigger sort of port. You can see ship over here. Ship anchoring is done on the both sides, the eastern wharf and the western wharf. I mean, this is known as the eastern wharf, this is known as the western wharf, and you can see the many ships are anchored over here, and certain cranes are up over here which are loading or unloading the containers. And you can see the big container terminal over here in this region on both sides. And you can see that on one side we have the loading, and on the other side we have the unloading factor over there. So this all is port area, and you can see many containers, many containers, and again a bigger ship is over here. So again, as I told you, that Karachi port is really very big one, and big ship are over there, and a greater container terminal is over here. And you can see that it is linked with the road and railway network over here as well. So you can see that again on the Sindh coast we find the Karachi port, and this port is really very important for international trade for Pakistan. So you can see, if look over here, it says that this is the west wharf, and here this one is known as the eastern wharf of the Karachi port. So this is Kimari, Karachi port, and again this is important for fishing industry as well, and it is also really very important for global international trade for the sake of exports and imports. And if we move further towards west, we will see this area. This is the fishing ports. You can see that the many of these small boats, they are anchored over here, and they are being used for fishing industry of Pakistan from the Sindh coast region. And uh, many fishermen are working over here in this industry, making Pakistan's exports quite higher. And let me zoom out so that I may go to the internet is a bit slow, so that's why it is taking a bit longer to get buffering. So here is the second port closer to Karachi, that is known as Port Bin Qasim. So Port Qasim mentioned over here, and you can see that again we have the ships over here and the container terminals all around over here. So it means that the international trade is being carried out whether in the form of imports or exports. And at this port we also have the ancillaries. Ancillaries mean that the loading and unloading of petroleum as well. So here you can see that these pipelines, they are coming out of this, and these ships are connected to those pipelines. So it means that right now these two ships, they might be unloading the petroleum from these pipelines. So that is transported to the this region, and to the refinery, Pakistan Oil Refinery and National Oil Refinery, for the sake of refining that petroleum imported from the Arab countries. So this is the real importance regarding international trade of this whole of the coastal area of Pakistan. And you can see that this region, swampy area and mangroves. Here we are witnessing river Indus flowing southwards, meandering, and this whole region is the delta region of Indus, and it falls into the Arabian Sea over here. And this whole region is swampy marshland, and you can see here KT Bandar, very famous region close to Karachi, and this whole is known as the delta region. You can see that the many branched water channels can be seen over here, and in this area we see the mangrove forests, which are the breeding ground for fishing industry of Pakistan, and we are exporting that fish by first catching it and then processing it and then exporting it to the other countries. So this is the importance of the coastal area of Pakistan. But the threat to this area is the destruction of or cutting down of mangrove forests in this region. Secondly, because of the industrial waste coming from the Karachi city, because Karachi is the big industrial city, and because of that industrial waste from Karachi to whole of this coastal area, these mangroves are being destroyed, and there is a greater threat to the marine life over here in this area, and fish is being produced really very less because of uh, that those chemicals and the toxic material coming out of the industries into the Arabian Sea. In the same way as Sindh carries, River Sindh, Indus carries a lot of chemicals and toxic materials while flowing in, and they are also destroying the mangroves in this region, making a greater threat for Pakistan's fishing industry. And also, they those mangrove forests, they are being destroyed and making this area really very much vulnerable for the tropical cyclones and the coastal storms. So if we protect the mangrove forest, if we make certain laws to have the industries not to pour in their waters into the Arabian Sea before filtration, we can be able to have the better protection of the coastal areas of Pakistan, and to develop the Pakistan's fishing industry, and for the protection of mangrove forest. That would be very very good for Pakistan. So people over here, as I told you, that on the Makran coast, people are mostly engaged in the fishing industry, and they are not really very much trained, not really very much skilled. They are poor fishermen. They are practicing small scale subsistence fishing. That is not much effective for Pakistan if they are trained, if they are given the loans to buy the proper gear for their profession. I mean, big fish trawlers and the gill netters and sonar systems and storage facilities, ice factories, and all those things. If they are provided with over here in this region, they can be really very effective for Pakistan. On the Sindh coast, uh, a lot of labor is available. Industry is over here at Karachi city. So whatever the fish is being produced over there in on the Makran coast, that is also brought to Karachi for processing and packing and canning, and all those things are done over here at Karachi. As we have industry is over here, skilled labor is available over here. So Karachi is producing the good source for the development of the fishing industry of Pakistan, and luckily Karachi is right at the coast, and the labor is available. So this is how this area can be really very effective. Climatic conditions are in this area are really very hot and humid, as because of the sea breeze. Maritime factors over there, and they experience almost the same climatic conditions throughout the year. So all these things are very much hopeful that the things are explained to you all. Uh, so uh, to revise it regarding the delta region, this is Indus Delta region, and the whole of the coastal areas of Pakistan, the lifestyle and the economy of the people, and the overall topography of the region. As I told you that there are certain smaller rivers over here in Karachi region, which are in Balochistan region, which are part of this one. And here you can see the hub dam over here. So on river hub, right at the border, this gray line is identifying that this is Sindh province and the other one is Balochistan province. And here we have the uh, hub dam over here is constructed over here, and you can see that the hub river flows downward. So this is the lake of this dam, and here is the river coming downstream. And after passing through this dam, the water goes into the Arabian Sea. So this is all about the drainage patterns, and certain other smaller rivers like river Hingol is over here, river Dasht is over here, and certain smaller lakes are also found right at the coastal areas of Pakistan. So very much hopeful that the things are quite understood for you all. And this is for today's lesson. Subscribe, watch, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much. And this is the end of unit number 1, natural topography, including drainage. And inshallah, from the next lesson, we will start our unit number 2, that will be the climate of Pakistan, in which we will discuss the climatic elements and climatic zones, rainfall systems, and the impact of those climatic sources or rainfall sources on the Pakistan's economy, Pakistan's agriculture industry, all those things will come. Then we will talk about the climatic hazards as well. We will talk about the droughts and river floods and these storms as well. So this is all about from my side today. Thank you so much.